Hello and welcome to Dave the Suit Betting. Well, I've not put a video out since Saturday. I hope you've all been spending that money wisely on drinking and gambling maybe. Put one out on Saturday at 11 to 2, Arabian Leopard. 6 to 1 was available. It SP'd at 100 to 30. Everybody should have beaten the SP. You had hours and hours to beat that SP. Some of you didn't like backing a Jamie Spencer mount. Now let me tell you, I do not put his horses out lightly. I really don't. I know how he can screw up basically. But he rode an absolute peach of a race. And the way he moved that whip around, it was like silk on cashmere. It really was. It was that smooth. Let's have a quick look. This is the head-on. This really is, you just see how good he can be. Now he's going well. He's going really, really well here. These are all rowing like crazy. And he just starts to push it out now. Now it's drifting to his left. He actually slightly causes this jockey to switch. Comes across. Now he's going to strain it out. Watch this, how he moves the whip into his left hand. Boom. You can't even tell. It's seamless. It's beautiful. Boom. And then it starts to go to his right. So then brings the whip through. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Really was a good ride by Jamie Spencer. And I hope everyone got on at 11 to 2. So there it was. I've got a selection for Tuesday, the 20th. And this guy doesn't use the whip as smoothly. And the only problem with this one for me is the jockey. Let's have a look at the race I've looked at. The race I'm looking at, the Lucky Last at Nottingham, the 5:05 over the extended 1 mile. It's a 50 odds. The first three, and the official going is good to firm with the stalls being in the centre. And this is the race and the prices. Have a good look at those. And we've got 9 runners. So it's the Lucky Last at Nottingham. Here's what I saw from one of the horses last time out at Windsor. So the horse I'm interested in is coming out of the 5 stall in the beige and brown colours. The actual eventual winner is coming out of the 7 box in the yellow colours. Let's have a look at the race. So, not quite last out of the stalls. I think this one comes out really badly, but not a good start. It's a red cap at the back, barring this one, which had a kip in the stalls. This here is the eventual winner, so he's giving the winner at least 2 lengths. Now they arc right at the. They come out and they arc right. Now the jockey, and I don't rate this guy on this race, he's bustling it along straight away. He knows he's dwelt in the stall somewhat, and he's bustling and pushing. Look at him. Look, he wants to get a better position. So they come across the track, arcing right. And he goes for the outside where the space is. So he's a couple, maybe 3 off the rail. The eventual winner is on his inside, and he's got 3 parts of a length up on him. But watch as they go round the bends. He gives ground away. He doesn't take the bends very well, going right-handed, the horse, at all. And he gives loads and loads of ground away. So we come round the bend. Doesn't corner very well. Bit like a BMW with only 2 tyres. Doesn't corner very well at all. And he's gone from being a length and a half in front of the eventual winner to 2 lengths behind, just by running wide. And look how wide he's going there. compared to the eventual winner. Now watch this here. The horse has got a mind of its own. The jockey's not brilliant, and he nearly collides with the one in the green. Watch this. Just for some reason. There we go. There we go. And he has to check his run. So, the horse didn't do very well there, nor did the jockey. So again, we're running wide. Good 4 off the rail maybe. We're at the 4 pole. Half a mile to go. Giving the winner two plus lengths. So again, we're going over to the far side and we're caught on the outside. Look how it arcs. Look at the arc here. How it arcs. And he's here in the red cap. 4 off the rail. The eventual winner's on the rail up here. So he came round that bend there. A solid 6 off the rail. This is the winner here. So, watch this. He's got the whip in his left hand. Okay? Now watch this. So the horse keeps going to the right, so he has to try and straighten the horse up by using the reins and his body weight and his legs to kind of ease it to the left, which is what he does. Right? So, what does this genius do? The horse is going to the right. Watch this. And he whips it with his left hand. So what does the horse do? There he is again. And it goes to his right. So now he has to stop whipping the horse and straighten the horse up, which is clearly not very well balanced. So now he's switched the whip into his right hand and he's gonna hit the horse here. But the horse isn't well balanced, nor is the jockey. So then he has to grab the rein. Watch. Goes to whip it. Oh, I've got to grab the rein. Straighten him up. Okay. Now he hits the horse. Let's have a look. There he goes. He hits the horse. And it's still hanging right somewhat. It's still hanging right. Meanwhile, the winner, running as straight as a die with an half-decent jockey on, is coming through. So he's going to his right again. So he's got the whip in the right hand and he's going to give it another crack. There we go. But it does appear that when he whips the horse or when he waves the whip around, a bit like Harry Potter with a wand, he's waving it around, but he doesn't seem to be able to ride the horse very well with one arm. So he grabs hold of it. And just pushes it out. Now the horse finished second. It wasn't a great ride. The horse ran very, very green. Well, as you can see, didn't get out all that well, very tardily. He bustled it along somewhat to get a decent position, but that decent position wasn't very decent. He was on the outside all the way, and it's all turns at Windsor. They're very tight. And then it arcs right, the straight arcs. And he was all over the place. He ran up the backside of horses, he ran wide, he didn't corner well. Every time he used the whip, he had the whip in the wrong hand. It was running into another horse. He tried to straighten it out. He switched his whip like a man with arthritis in his hands. He was all over the place. The winner ran true and straight and won. It did run very, very green, but his jockeyship wasn't great. Let's have a look at some of the form of some of the horses, which is actually coming while I'm recording. Is now 5-4. Man of La Mancha. Now they've put a £7 claimer on to offset. In fact, it's 11-10 as I speak. It's coming even more to offset the £6 penalty. Now it won at Windsor. It was scrubbed along some way out, but in the end it ran out a ready winner. But the time wasn't that great. And it did look visually arguably impressive when it won. Flagon Dry. I'm not too pleased with this at all. It came third at Ripon, and I don't think it'll win. Zarathos is the top rated horse on my ratings on its last run at Doncaster. Warhowl, difficult to assess on its last run over 7 furlongs at Newcastle. Does need to improve on its second run for Michael Appleby. Hot Dancer tried to lead all the way at Doncaster. Could definitely do it here because Nottingham's a lot easier track. A lot easier. And you need to race prominently. Darn Hot Mystery, 3 runs in as a 2-year-old and now in a handicap. It's got possibilities. Herculeus, I've shown you the race. I think it's a knocking each way bet, 14-1. It comes third on my ratings, by the way. But at 14-1 each way, I think it's got to be the bet. But the jockey, Lewis Edmonds, he's not a good jockey and he's not having a good time of it either. His strike rate this year, 246 runs, 8%. It's not great. And he's not had a winner for 18 rides in 14 days. And he's struggling to even get him placed, to be honest. So the top rated horse for me is Zarathos. The second rated horse is Hot Dancer. And Herculeus is third rated on that run. But it ran miles further than any other horse in the race. It didn't get a clear run. It hung right, it hung left. It ran up the back of horses. It's 14-1 as I record this. I think it's a decent each way bet. I think it should be round about 6s. I don't like the jockey. I really don't. Based on what I've just seen. It's not one I follow. But at 14-1, Herculeus is an each way bet at Nottingham in the last race. This is Dave the Suit. Fingers crossed. We get a nice, juicy winner yet again. Bye for now.